Nah. Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. No way you're telling me that we may be back for Enzo Fernandez. Nah. I'm not believing this. I am not falling for this again. No, I've gone through this Enzo Fernandez drama. Dematio, you naughty, bad man. You played me. You played all of us last time, Dematio. I am not falling for this. But apparently, this is coming from Portugal. Record. Look, I don't know how you know how genuine or what record really knows about this. Honestly, I can't picture this happening anymore. Like, how can Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. You let me know. How can Enzo Fernandez look eye to eye to the Benfica fans, chest pump? Do you know what I mean? Touch his heart, the crest. Tell them he's staying, he's doing this, and do the fist pump. How can he go from that to then leave Benfica now? I mean, he's killing it as well. In recent times, he's been absolutely annihilating it. It's a player we should have got, but look, do you know what? When you deep it, I don't think it's completely Chelsea's fault. Look, parts of it is Chelsea's fault. Obviously, Chelsea were trying to be sneaky, I suppose, with this whole situation. They didn't contact Benfica. This is my recollection of the events that took place initially. The first round, obviously, this probably turning out to be the second round of the Enzo Fernandez drama. The first round of Enzo Fernandez drama, I think Chelsea were trying to be sneaky. They were trying to basically tap up on the player, not talk to the club initially, tap up on the player, get the player all excited, and Chelsea hoped that maybe the player will then create a chaos and force a move out of Benfica. And perhaps Chelsea then don't have to pay the release clause and they can get something a little bit of a discount, but it backfired on them because Benfica was staunch. They were absolutely staunch about the situation, and they said, you know what? You either pay the release clause or there's the door. You can keep walking. And Chelsea didn't expect that. Now, look, I can't imagine this happening, man. Honestly, I cannot imagine this happening. I don't want myself, I don't want to get myself too excited. I don't want you guys to get too excited about it. But I want to quickly share the news with you. 200 almost watching right now live after 3 minutes. This is madness. I literally saw 54 waiting before the show even started. So the numbers are rising every single day. Let's race towards 2,000. Let's race towards 100 likes immediately. I know you enjoy this channel. We have a great relationship together. There's drama, there's controversy, there's emotion, there's laughter, there's happiness. We're all here together every single day and we are spending quality time together. We are a family, ladies and gentlemen. So smash the like button. Smash it. Absolutely annihilate the like button. And let's do this. Let's have a look at the news. Sai Krishna just shared something, but before I share that, this is where it all started, ladies and gentlemen. So Simon Phillips, of course, tweeted this out early morning. He's like the earliest one out there that starts tweeting. I'm pretty sure he wakes up nice and early and gets on with his day. So he tweeted out, Chelsea back in for Enzo Fernandez. I believe this is, the headline for Record. As you can see, there's something about Chelsea Volta por Enzo. I think that might mean Chelsea back in for Enzo Fernandez in English. So that was the headline. And then basically off the back of that, Absolute Chelsea thankfully has taken out a little snippet from Record Portugal. Record Portugal, 392.7k followers. Look, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure how reliable they are. Chelsea have not given up on signing Enzo Fernandez, and they are preparing a new raid this month. However, Benfica are quite clear that he will only leave if this 120 million release clause is triggered. Now, I don't know. Can Chelsea actually do it, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure whether Chelsea I mean, if we can, and we're going to talk about Hakim Ziyech, and we're going to talk about Ruben Loftus-Cheek and X, Y, and Z. If we can get rid of Ziyech, if we can get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, if we can get rid of Conor Gallagher, can we somehow balance the books? I mean, can this be done? Is there a chance? Can we somehow negotiate with Benfica and Rui Costa, especially here, and say, hey, like let us get as close as possible, and the remainder let it be a payment structure that we pay later on. Don't bust our balls like this, man. Come on, do us a deal. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure whether. I mean, I want to ask you guys, live chat, 300 live right now. Well, can Enzo now just all of a sudden move again after what he's already done, like the gestures he's already shown to the Benfica fans? I mean, can he actually do this? I can't picture him, being so straightforward and giving those gestures to his fans to then somehow managing for this to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if he sees the eagerness of Chelsea coming back again for the second time, I'm pretty sure he'll probably agree with it. But I don't know, man. I think this is a bit far-fetched, honestly. This is what Rob Journalism had to say. Just my personal opinion. I think the record story this morning has nothing in it regarding Enzo Fernandez. It is it is very ambiguous and doesn't really refer too much we didn't already know. That said, if Top Bolly wants to prove me wrong, I'm not against it. Look, I think this time around, ladies and gentlemen, I say let's not get too excited. I think the one that we probably need to focus on is Caicedo. I think that's where all the story will happen, in my opinion. I think I'm confident we're going to get Caicedo. Like, I'll be very surprised if we don't land Caicedo now. As I said, Caicedo's money, the disparity between what Brighton wants and what we've sort of bid initially, which was 55 million, and it's been rejected, and Brighton wants about 75. So we're about 20 million away. So I think, that is not that far away. DK, thank you so much for the super chat. Pre-agreement for Enzo for summer, like a cuckoo. Yes, DK. I love this. Maybe let's get the groundwork done for the summer, because I'm worried come summer, teams like Real Madrid, teams like Man City, they will be coming after Enzo Fernandez. And even let's not disregard Man United. If Man United get to change their owners in time, if they make top four, you never know what can happen. Let's see what you guys are saying. It won't happen now. Maybe in the summer. Hope it happens in the summer, man. Do you understand, guys? We get a player like Enzo Fernandez on top of all the players that we've already got in, and it's starting to look really exciting up front. You get a player like Enzo Fernandez, I'm telling you, it's game over. He will find those passes to Mudryk. Can you imagine? Just for a second, close your eyes and imagine the situation. Enzo Fernandez from deep, finding out Mudryk on his run, and he's arrowing in a pass. Oh, it's going to be some sensational scenes, man. It will really be sensational scenes. I hope Enzo Fernandez truly does see the project. I know some of us hate that word, but it is a project. I hope he sees the project, man. João Felix probably going to be staying at Chelsea Football Club. I'm getting the feeling, even after his loan spell's over, I think João Felix will sign on a permanent with Chelsea. João Felix, Mudryk, Madueke, Raheem Sterling, like Enzo Fernandez. And if we by then also have, Caicedo, ooh, man, I hope so. That is the case. Don't gas me, Miz. Enzo, Caicedo, Kone, inshallah. Why not, brother? Why not? Kone as a backup. Get rid of all these midfielders. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, Jorginho, even Kovacic. Get rid of them all. I think it's time to completely change Chelsea Football Club around. Why not, ladies and gentlemen? In regards to Caicedo, this is the latest. According to Simon Jones of the Daily Mail, Chelsea are weighing up an improved bid for Moises Caicedo, despite Brighton dismissing their initial 55 million offer. Now, see, this is why I don't trust the record. I don't trust this stuff from the record because, they you know, at the end of the day, they're a news publication and they're doing their level best to get the clicks and earn some money, and that's fine. So, look, the real talk is here. The real talk is about Moises Caicedo. And as this particular tweet says, according to Simon Jones of the Daily Mail, Chelsea are weighing up an improved bid for Moises Caicedo, despite Brighton dismissing their initial 55 million offer. Look, let's get this done. Let's get this done. Caicedo, I'm pretty sure Brighton, the amount of money they're going to get from us, like they'll find a replacement. And in fact, I'm pretty certain they've already found a replacement. Fabrizio Romano gave us a couple of days ago, stating that Brighton's bought a central midfielder. So Caicedo, you know, facing Fulham next up. I'm pretty sure we're playing Fulham. Yeah, I think after the 2 weeks off now, we're playing Fulham. Imagine having Caicedo, and Caicedo will start straight away. Caicedo will literally start straight away. T1, thank you so much for the super chat. No, I don't want for summer. Do it now. Get him now and use the rest of the season to gel. We need to start next season like how Arsenal started this season. Now, you're well said. Well said. It all starts from the preseason, man. It all starts from preseason. And apparently the preseason is going to be in America. Not a surprise, obviously, American owners, which is fine. I don't mind the American preseason. It's quite nice. The matches are a good time for people like us in Sydney, Australia. And look, I would love him. I would love Enzo Fernandez in January. A couple of weeks ago, we were in euphoria, but now I think the Enzo Fernandez thing, it's probably not going to happen in January. It's all about Caicedo. Caicedo, as I said, if we can get him in before Fulham and he starts against Fulham alongside whoever else we want to put in, Jorginho, Kovacic, doesn't really matter. And then we start Mudryk as well. Maybe even Madueke. I see no reasons why we can't go out there and win and go on a bit of a winning streak, hopefully. I know there needs to be chemistry. I know the players need to understand. And I think they will get that started in the next, in this next 13 days that Chelsea are off. They will kickstart this, process of gelling together, understanding the manager and what the manager wants in the game. But the best part is some of these players have real solid individual talent, man. They've got some solid individual technicality in the likes of Mudryk. Mudryk you can have all the system in the world, that you can train for, but Mudryk has an individual talent that you can't train. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can create, he can do stuff out of nothing. So from the little bits and pieces that I've seen previously from Shakhtar, and obviously the little bits that we've already seen against Liverpool, he looks like a blockbuster player, Mudryk, man. Some people are already likening him with Eden Hazard. Look, I probably won't go that far as yet. I want to see a little bit more, but I can see why people are thinking like that. That mazy run inside Liverpool's box, that was Hazard-esque. That really was. Had he just finished it with his left, oh my God, the roof would have been on fire. Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat. Morning, brother. Weekend dream. Enzo transfer is a Chelsea fan's wet dream. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Look, as some of you guys are saying, if we can get someone like Enzo as a pre-agreement, much like the Nkunku transfer, and don't forget Nkunku as well. Like we'll have Nkunku for next season. We keep forgetting. Well, I keep forgetting as well. It's mad. It really is mad. Last summer's USA tour was a mess. It really was a mess. Players took it as a holiday. They enjoyed their time over there, and they absolutely took it as a holiday. I hope that's not the case this time around. And that's where it all started going wrong. It all started going wrong for us from preseason, and then since then we've not really even recovered as yet. Hopefully now we start seeing some recovery. Enzo won't want to join after doing him dirty. I don't think we did him dirty. I think at the end of the day, he agreed on personal terms. I'm not sure whether we did him dirty. I don't think we ever said to Enzo, we'll go and trigger the release clause. I think the consensus was, or the mutual agreement, I feel, this is just my understanding, that I think Chelsea told Enzo to create a bit of a chaos. This is why Enzo missed training. If you guys remember, there was articles about Enzo missing training, Enzo not playing one of the matches because his headspace wasn't in the right situation. So I think we told Enzo to create a chaos so that Benfica can let him go. But it just didn't happen that way because Benfica was staunch. Gusto, Caicedo, and Kunku joining. Oh Lord, indeed. Whatever happened to Marcus Thuram? That news disappeared quick. It was there and then it disappeared. I thought Marcus Thuram was joining Chelsea Football Club. But maybe that's not going to happen now with all the attackers that I guess we have. And maybe we're just going to continue on with Havertz. And the fact that we can't get rid of Aubameyang, probably Marcus Thuram won't happen. If we get midfielders in the summer, the last piece of the puzzle would be Vlahovic. Look, Vlahovic is good, but I mean, honestly, I hope Victor Osimhen. I think Osimhen is probably the standard. He's the creme de la creme striker. Like if Bowley really, really wants us to, at the moment, Bowley's been playing FIFA manager anyway. He's been playing FIFA all this time. So he might as well just get Victor Osimhen and just turn this into a superstar of the team. Vlahovic it would be nice. I don't mind Vlahovic one bit. I think he will fit in the Premier League. Personally, I feel. Our biggest problem is the midfielders who always want to starve the forwards. Get a midfielder who sees forward, and we are cooking. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. Thuram got an injury till then, end of February. Oh, is that right? That's probably why it's all disappeared now. Well, too bad for him. He's going to have to, I guess, see out his contract at Mönchengladbach, right? Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'd rather play with Nkunku CF rather than a striker. Yeah, don't forget, as I keep saying, Nkunku next season. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next up is my Habibi. It makes me sad, but have we already seen the last of Hakim Ziyech? Has he already played the final match for Chelsea Football Club? Honestly, this story really, really saddens me. It really does, man. I was so excited. I'm pretty sure all of you guys, when you first heard during that Frank Lampard era, post the transfer ban, and we were doing madness just like now in January, except that was in the summer. We were buying all these players, Timo Werner, Havertz, Ziyech. Ziyech was the first one. I think we bought Ziyech in February. And then obviously he was going to finish off the season in Ajax and then join Chelsea. We did a pre-agreement. I was so excited about him, man. I was so excited. I know a lot of you guys would have been very excited as well. And it's sad it never worked out. Like, he came in, Frank Lampard rated him a lot, man. Frank absolutely rated him and actually was using him in the same sense as Ajax used to use him. But I remember it was the first preseason game. It was during lockdown. It was against Brighton, I believe. And Hakim Ziyech got an injury. Preseason game. And then it took a little bit of time for him to recover. Eventually enough, he came back and Frank Lampard started using him. And we were winning games. I remember it was a particular Russian team. Can't remember the exact name. In the Champions League, he did really well. I think he scored, maybe even assisted. Then there was a game against Newcastle where he did really well. There was a game against... might have been Brentford, Burnley as well. He did well. I remember he set up Tammy Abraham. Might have set up Tammy Abraham. Oh, Tammy Abraham set him up. He was doing well, and then obviously injuries again. Then Thomas Tuchel came in, and Thomas Tuchel started using the three at the back, and we didn't get to see Ziyech flourish enough under Thomas Tuchel, and that story kept on going. He was playing bits and pieces. I still remember that game against Atletico Madrid. Timo Werner squares the ball for Ziyech, second leg, Atletico Madrid, the season when we won the Champions League. Ziyech scores a goal. Ziyech scored a really good goal against Man City in the FA Cup tie as well. there were some good moments. There were really some good moments. And obviously last season, there was that really glamorous goal against Spurs. There was some couple of other goals. There was a goal against Watford. I think it might have been the equalizer, or maybe it might have been the winner. There was a goal against Brighton, a long-range shot against Brighton. There was good moments. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it never worked out. And potentially now he's going to move on. I honestly thought the last couple of matches, maybe Graham Potter has something going on. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe he's starting to appreciate Ziyech. Maybe they're creating a bit of a relationship, but perhaps not. And I know Shubra, by the way, thank you so much for this comment, my man. More than 500 people live right now. Smash the likes, guys. Absolutely. Rip up the likes. And let's get to 200 likes now. I remember Shubra just recently commented in one of my tweets saying that he's probably the most marketable player at the moment, isn't he? Like Hakim Ziyech is, out of all the players that we want to get rid of, he's the one who's got value in the market. He's the one who's that we can potentially sell, and hopefully we can get a bit of a good sum. This is the latest, by the way. Fabrizio Romano, Hakim Ziyech, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, they're receiving a lot of interest. For Chelsea, it's crucial to understand who they want to sell and then how to proceed with the new signings. Get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I mean, it's enough. He's going to be what? I think he's going to be 28 this season. Like it's over. Like I don't even think we should be thinking about anything with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and the future of Chelsea Football Club. Like, sad to say, I really rated him that one season under Sarri before he got injured. I thought he was going to be some world-class midfielder, box to box. After Yaya Toure, I thought Ruben Loftus-Cheek was going to be the next big thing, but it never worked out. So be it. Sometimes that's what happens in life. And now we're at a situation where I feel like, let's move on, man. Let's absolutely move on. This is from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea will discuss the bids for Hakim Ziyech as expected. Many clubs are keen on signing him in the final days of the transfer window. Premier League and foreign clubs are exploring conditions of the deal. Look, honestly, I don't want to see him go to any Premier League clubs. I know there's rumors about Everton. I don't understand why. He wouldn't even entertain Everton. Everton's going to get relegated unless it's a loan or something. Even then, I don't understand why he would go there. I guess the relationship with Frank Lampard, he will start every single game for Everton. There's no doubts about that. But I think there's rumors with Newcastle as well. Look, I would like him to go to Serie A. I think, Roma recently, they've been rumored. Roma under Jose Mourinho with Tammy Abraham there as well. I think there could be something there. Zaniolo potentially could be leaving, and maybe they can get someone like Ziyech. But yeah, man, honestly, I would love to see him stay at Chelsea Football Club somehow, because I feel like he does give us something different. I know a lot of people will disagree. And say that, man, look, let's not forget his performances previous. I understand. I get it. There's been some poor performances. I'm not even going to lie. But then there's been performances where he's done really well. If you guys remember last season, Super Cup, he was the one who scored, and he dislocated his shoulder against Villarreal. And in the pre-season, he was looking so good leading up to that Super Cup game. Injuries have halted his progress as well at Chelsea Football Club, much like many other players that consistently get injured at Chelsea. But there's been some fine performance. I understand from other people as well that say that, look, overall, it's not worked out. I get it. I just feel like there is some X factor. Let's see what you guys are saying about Hakim Ziyech, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to see him gone? Would you fancy to keep him? Do you think he could still provide something? Do you want to perhaps see others go before him in the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, and other players as well, maybe? Why are we selling one of our best performing players rather sell Pulisic, who is inconsistent and can't stay fit? He's injured. I don't know if you can sell Pulisic when he's injured. But Pulisic's future as well. Now that there's Mudryk, João Felix, Sterling will be back, Pulisic won't see enough game time. It's as simple as that. You best believe Mudryk's going to play predominantly. Ziyech can't beat a player 1v1. He needs to go. You say that, Rick. I know he doesn't beat regularly, but I've seen him beat players as well, man. I really have. He's not Mudryk. He's no Mudryk. There's no doubts about that. He's no Mudryk. And he's probably not probably not going to be Madueke as well. Madueke seems like someone who really loves taking players on. Frank ruined his career by taking the Chelsea job. Should have stayed in Derby. Was doing well. Could have got them promoted. I mean, what do I even say about Frank's managerial career? I've said it. I've said it so many times previously. I personally don't think Frank Lampard should have continued as a manager. After the Chelsea job, he should have just... Frank is such a top pundit, man. If you guys remember when Frank was in BT Sport, he was a top pundit. He would have been the next Gary Lineker for me. So I'm not sure why he continued on. And so many people were saying when Frank did a semi-okay job with Everton last season, kept them on float, there were a lot of people saying, Miz, you better have an apology video for Frank Lampard. And I'm like, just calm down. Let's see. And now here we are. Literally 12 months later, he's smack bang in the bottom of the Premier League with a club like Everton. Like, I know it's not the greatest squad, but you'd think with some of the teams that's in the Premier League, it would at least be outside of the relegation zone. So it is what it is. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, with all the mods in the live chat, Shubra, and if there's anyone else, if you see anyone insulting, if you see anyone being disrespectful, I'm okay with different opinions. That's fine. Respectful, different opinions. But if you see anyone disrespecting, trolling, and wants to be a smartass, like, for example, RD Games, please block them immediately. Please block them immediately. Like, I don't need all these idiots in the live chat. I need you guys, the proper people, to have a conversation together, and we'll foster a great community. Let's see what else you guys are saying. For him, he may not beat players 1v1, but Ziyech's cross is still dangerous and creates chaos. With a proper 9, he would have lots of assists. Absolutely agreed. Liz, do you think Frank could be a good sporting director instead? All of the players that he signed with Chelsea did say he was the reason they joined. Yeah, that's probably another one he could think of. Sporting director. Do you know what I mean? Or part of the HR recruitment team. Definitely. Management is just not for him, man. Management's just not for him. Because Lampard's Chelsea record is better than Potter's. That's scary. Potter needs to change that immediately. Ziyech may be the new signing under Potter, and with the new signings, at least till the summer, his value may go up. It is his third season, so at the end of the season, he'll enter his fourth, and obviously he'll have a couple of seasons left. I believe he had about 5-season contract. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea and Barcelona are 2 clubs to watch towards the end of the transfer window. So it looks like there's still some madness to happen with Chelsea. Look, get us a midfielder, get us a right back, and I think we should be sorted. And hopefully we put on a show for the remaining parts of this season. No more excuses. Hopefully a lot of the injured players are coming back, and it's now really up to Graham Potter. Put your head down, work hard with the team, pick up the victories. It's all about the wins. Every single win will create more morale boosting vibe in the team. So it's all now up to Graham Potter. That game against Fulham, after this small little break that we have, so important to get that victory. So important. For me, that was a little bit humiliating, the way we lost against them a couple of weeks ago. I know the scoreline was only 2-1, but they should have scored more. We didn't even do much, to be honest, in that game, honestly speaking. Obviously, there was a red card for João Felix as well. We got a jammy goal, jammy equaliser from Koulibaly. That's pretty much it. João Felix tried to do something in the earlier parts of that game, set up Havertz, but missed. But Fulham definitely had a lot more chances, especially in the first half. Fulham had at least 3 clear chances. Hit the post. Chalobah mistake. Chalobah had a crazy game. That game was crazy. It was humiliating for me. It really was humiliating. Unfortunately, he's one of not many players that we would get good value for. So probably move him on. And this is the reason. I guess there's value for Ziyech in the market, and this is why people are okay to sell Hakim Ziyech. And the fact that we've brought in all these new players as well. Ziyech is a kind of player that wants regularity. Like he wants to see regular minutes, and if he doesn't get that, we might as well move him on, unless he agrees to be a bit part player. Do you know what I mean? Someone who comes off the bench. Svo Genius, my man, how you doing, brother? Miz, you were spitting fat about Mount yesterday. Just had to drop by to say big up to you and keep spitting. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Appreciate that. It was a bit mad. Last 24 hours have been very, very mad, but it is what it is. We move. Thank you. So I do want to say one thing, though. Nearly 600 of you guys are live. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to each and every one of you guys who've shown support, immense support. It showed me that, man, we are doing something great in this channel. We are doing something fantastic together, and we're building a fantastic community together. So I thank, honestly, majority of you guys were all in big support for me and had some really, really brilliant comments towards me, which was great to see. Even the ones that disagreed, at least disagreed with respect. Only a small percentage, maybe 2 or 3 people that were acting like smartasses, and that's going to happen. You're never going to get the perfect world, and I understand that. So I really, really want to thank each and every one of you guys for being very, very special indeed for me. Special. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. We talked about Enzo Fernandez, which I don't think we should get our hopes up for this particular window, but maybe, hopefully, for the summer, we get something going on. Caicedo is the main one. I will be very surprised if we don't get Caicedo now. I hope we do. As I said, very, very, very surprised if we don't bridge that gap. And a right back. I think we should really, really look forward to a right back. Last but not least, one of my favorites, Balak CFC, missed the start of this. Keep your head up. Ignore the haters. You shouldn't have been swamped with so much targeted and emotional disagreement. Big up, Mr. Miz. Thank you so much, Balak CFC. We really, really appreciate that. Don't know the reliability. Sai Krishna is sharing something. Let's just have a quick look at this. Sai is the news reporter, live chat news reporter. Shripad, PSG are keeping tabs on Chelsea forward Kai Havertz and could make a move for the German as per Media Foot. The League One side are also interested in Aubameyang, but any move for... Look, I don't think PSG is going for Kai Havertz. I mean, look, Kai should really think about Bundesliga. PSG, I don't know. Are they going to get rid of Neymar? Are they going to get rid of... Are they going to get rid of Messi? Are they going to get rid of a few of the other people? I'm not really sure. Oh, I got someone in the back room. Sean's in the house. Special guest experience. How you doing, bro? I was just about to wrap things up. What's going on? Talk to me, bro.
Sorry to be an intruder, miss. I just couldn't resist myself.
Talk to me, bro. It's good to see you, man. You look better as well. Are you over the illness?
I skipped office today on a bit of
good
medication.
Job.
But I didn't miss your live stream. You know what? I can miss my office.
Love you, bro. I love you, man. I love you. We got to get back on the watch-alongs, man. Hopefully, obviously we got this weekend. There's no Chelsea matches happening, but maybe we can cover something together. We'll see. We'll try and figure something out. But after that, once Chelsea's back, definitely would love to see you, Ishan, back on every Chelsea watch-along, bro. It's going to be mad. After this, the transfer window will be closed. We shall hopefully get a few more players, and it will literally be mad, and it's going to be amazing. But how you doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing better, miss. Thank you for asking, but seems like you're on a bit of a turmoil there with this whole Mason Mount thing. And
bro, people went mad. People went mad on me, bro. It was crazy to see that what people are doing for a player that has been so poor for us for the past almost 16 months. Like, they rather abuse me than actually talk about the real issue, which is this guy has been poor. What can we do? what can happen to get this going through. But anyway, I don't want to get into all of that. Look, already some idiots are joined into the live chat saying, "Why did you leave Arsenal? This, that, the other." You're going to get idiots like that. You're going to get idiots like that. But yeah, Atom, thank you so much for the super chat. Ishan, just block that guy, man. I don't want any idiots in this live chat.
All right.
Atom, thank you so much for the
Funny
super
how
chat. Miz,
people
thank
come
you.
out of nowhere and say, "Miz, you're an Arsenal fan."
All because I had my hand around my cousins who are all Arsenal fans who happened to take me to Emirates back in 2009, the first time I went to London for a couple of weeks. They're Arsenal fans. They took me to an Arsenal match, and they're my cousins. And just because I had my hand around them, they think I'm an Arsenal fan now. How stupid does one have to be?
It is mad, actually.
It's mad. It's actually mad. Anyway, Aton, thank you so much for the super chat. Miz, thank you always for the content. Big up, bro. Breaking also, Frank leaving Everton today. Ooh, board has made a decision on Sky Sports. It's Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard. If this is the case and if this is true, I think stop management. Just stop it and concentrate on being a pundit. I don't think management's for you, man. I really, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I loved you as a player, still do,
100.
but you're not a manager. T1, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Miz, but can you explain the Arsenal thing? I just have for all these people that consistently have, last and for
love
once,
you, Miz. Miz, love you, but please explain the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Are you an Arsenal fan?
Last time for everyone out there, please have a look at the picture. Just don't worry about what people are captioning, because those are idiots. Have a look at the picture and tell me how that makes me an Arsenal fan. It's like saying Ishan going with his cousins, who may be, let's say, Man United fans, and he went to Old Trafford and he took a picture with them. I'm the only one in the picture that doesn't have any Arsenal merchandise on. And people are saying I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm celebrating Arsenal. I'm with my family. It was an FA Cup match. I still remember it was a fourth round FA Cup match. Arsenal versus Burnley. Back in 2009. 2009. And ask yourself this. People are more worried about that picture. Think about it for a second. Someone is so disturbed by what I said about Mount that they took the time to hack my Facebook to get a picture with my family members and then shared it in open public. Just think about that. Just think about that for a second. Yeah. So anyway, we'll wrap things up.
Madness. I mean, just before you conclude, it's just because you have raised issues with just a player who's not playing well currently, and the whole world knows that he's not on form. Just because you've raised your voice against that, and you've said nothing wrong. Basically, you've just pointed out that this player is not playing at his best potential. That's it. The world has turned against you and said that you're not a Chelsea fan. How mad is that?
It's mad, bro. It's mad.
How ludicrous is that?
This is why I tweeted out. I learned a lot yesterday. I did learn a lot. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to wrap things up. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button before you go. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Let's hit 20,000 subscribers. We're going to get to 20,000 subscribers. And we're going to keep going and going and going. And we're going to bring you all the best content in this particular channel. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.